Right, welcome back to Darktide and the adventures of Big Dave. So this time we're going to be reporting to the Sanctum Dictatis. We're going in. Sacrifice all on the altar of battle. Well, so we've got hatred steals our resolve. You gotta love these in-game tooltips. They are the best. Very 40k. The Tomb of the Martyr is the keystone of the Imperium. Just getting more and more intense as we go, it seems. Now here we go.
I am Grendel. It is my honor to serve the God Emperor of mankind, and fight the darkness that contaminates the Imperium. The supreme power of the Holy Inquisition is mine to wield. Who am I? I'm a warrior. The hive world of Atoma Prime is a vital stronghold of Imperial power. No matter the darkness, no matter the racking storms of space, Atoma Prime must stand resolute. But a threat has come. The very darkness I am sworn
That
to
fog
deny.
looks bad. Yep. All green. It's probably Nurgle.
I have learned that Atoma is cast by the dark stain of truth.
Chaos is the arch-enemy of mankind. It is the damnation of the warp. It is everything I am sworn to oppose. Who am I? I'm a warrior! It can only be cast out by the light of the throne and the scourging touch of flames. Who am I? I'm a warrior! As an instrument of the Inquisition, and no matter the risk to body and soul, I will purge the hive
From top to bottom, and cut out every scrap of darkness I find. Who am I? I'm a warrior!
So if you're wondering what happened to the people who breathed in that fog and got corrupted. Well, that's the mission briefing then. Gotta love a servitor, cause even in death you're not allowed to stop. And there's the intro. And that's all the story we're getting because it's a 40k game. We just need to be pointed in the general direction of everything that needs to die.
And as you've come through all that unscathed, Tertium shouldn't hold too many terrors for you. Report to the mission terminal for your first assignment.
And now we're in the hub. We're finally here. And you can bet your backside that everyone here is gonna have like loads of weird names. And then there's just the Ogrins. I'm just gonna double check as well that I've not got the bloody... I don't think there's Voice chat, microphone settings muted. Oh, thank God for that. Best to make sure of these things before you dive into an online game. I've been on many a game where you know people didn't check, and the developers were stupid enough to leave it defaulting to on, and you just have people with a hot mic. Trust me, the PlayStation, as good as it is, especially the controller, that it's just got a microphone in, which means I mean, it's brilliant for developers because you can make your game knowing that they will have a microphone available to them. You know, so you can make, I mean, you could have like voice commands and stuff in the game and stuff like that if you wanted, knowing that, you know, and build your game around voice chat and communication stuff, knowing that everyone will have to have one. And there are some really good first-party PlayStation games where they use little speakers in the thing, and you know, little buttons for little noises for UI and stuff come out of there, or audio logs are one that's often used to come out at speakers at control. And that, as cool as it all is, the amount of people who forget to mute that thing because it defaults to being on when you turn the pad on is unbelievable. Anyway, ranting aside, so this looks like it's still kind of in a similar state as to it was in the previous alpha. So the way this works, if you've ever seen Deep Rock Galactic, another similar game to this, kind of a direct competitor and so on, though this is significantly shinier and 40k themed, so. But I'm saying that as if one's better than the other. I own both. But each of these is a mission. And we can choose one of these missions, but at the moment we're only allowed to do difficulty rank 2 or 1. So, they can have different secondary missions that we might want to do. Like this one has, as you can see on the side here, and I'll move the mouse over it, we've got 2 icons here, which means we've got these 2 additional missions. Espionage, to upload some inaccurate recon data to the Heretics Cogitator array down in the torrent. And then we've got to seize some grimoires, which are basically a bunch of evil, corrupted books from the forces of chaos. Because we're the Inquisition, we're now part of the Inquisition, we're working for them. They go in and deal with any sorts of heresy and things. So they are basically the office of the Imperium of Man that deal with essentially internal affairs. They go about making sure everyone's not being a heretic, purge those who are with extreme prejudice. But it also means they have to study the enemy. It's also, you know, intelligence gathering. So they're kind of looking into that, which means you seize these grimoires and things for the evil knowledges that might be contained within, to see if we can utilise it against them. It's also why no one actually trusts the Inquisition as much as they're all meant to be like, oh yes, the Inquisition, good, they serve the Emperor, and ooh, I don't. No one would say out loud that they don't trust the Inquisition, because if they did, the Inquisition would investigate them. Yet at the same time, they're the only ones allowed to look into chaos stuff and research it, which means they're also the most likely to be corrupted by it all. Lovely how that system works. So we could go here straight into a tier 2 mission with reduced hordes. So it's our first mission, we probably don't want to do tier 2, we want to start tier 1, but if it's fewer hordes, why not? And we can do a primary object, we've got this primary objective strike, the heretics are poisoning the water, get into the silo and restore a clean supply. Lovely. So we might as well have a go at that, because as you can see, we've got a monetary and I think that's reputation reward. We will get far more by doing this tier 2 mission, even though we could do a tier 1. But we can probably be able to do this on our first mission because there's fewer hordes. Yeah. Lovely. Expect fewer high intensity engagements and specialists. So an easy version of what would normally be a bit of a tough mission for us. But because of that, I'm willing to take it.
The heretics have decided the best way to win is to disrupt Tertium's water supply. They're pumping filth
Loading
into
us
the
in.
silos, and we know where it's going down.
Looks like we've got
Drive them out, get the fresh
we've
water
got a hobo there and a lass who appears to have shaven part of her head off, and some other lass over there. Right. At the beginning, you've no idea really what people are capable of doing, or anything like that, because, well, everyone's just kind of generic scrub to start with. They might have class abilities, but you wouldn't be able to tell what class they're playing as just from looking at what equipment they've got at this point. Unless you get a good look at like their guns, which everyone running around like madmen we're not gonna get. Right. We're advancing to the Ragged King's Court. There's no side missions out here, so we don't have to be looking out for things in particular. Let's pick this up. And I pressed the wrong button. Other bumper button. Get him! Oh. Someone's eager. Bonk. Bonk. Ow.
Praise be, a healing station.
They are a fanatic, like a priest person. Yeah, I can tell that. I used that same voice actor person for my character back in the alpha. So the bloke is probably a melee specialist of some description. I think the lass with the shaved head, well, partially shaved head, is a veteran, which means they're good with guns. Big Dave is here to say hi. Oh. Indeed, Big Dave, indeed. I've got any valuables knocking about. This is another thing in the other alpha, nothing carried across. The devs have said that they're hoping to just have progress carry on from this point onwards. I think it might be the... Oh, we're going down for this bit, looks like we are. I knew there was something on there. Yeah, we're alright, standing fire a bit with plenty of health to go around. Now is probably a good time to use that... Right, let's put this. And we'll ping. Oh, they used one. Typical. Sodding typical. I don't know who used it first. But one of us is to blame for doing it at the same time. But oh well, great minds think alike. And bloody typical. You're here all dying a death from lack of health, and suddenly all these health terminals and things turn up, you know. 3 at a time, like bloody buses. Right. Well, if he's gonna get ahead of us and start mailing everything. Get him! Charge! Evening. And while they're all stunned. Oh, who's this? Oh, they're just getting really stuck in, aren't they? Well, I'm not going to let me get left out of the fun. Let's have a few. Lovely. Oh, it's just a corpse masher, this. Like we're mincing beef, isn't it? It is, it's like we're mincing some meat. Right, hold his position. I'll take cover, shall I? Okay, enough of that. Have him! That works. Where the hell did this one come from? Ah, fuck. I'm the only one who charged out in all that. Ooh. We might want to go back to that med station after this that we're left behind here. There's only a few left. You get.
I need meds.
You're bleeding out!
Yeah, there's the med station.
Meds. Oh, God, I can show them breath.
There we go. Worth doing. Doesn't matter that we went down and lost a bit of health. Oh, something's shooting at me. Let's quote unquote aim our weapon, shall we? Right. That's not really where we shine as a character, that. Oh, there's some bullets knocking about. I'll grab some. I have used a couple. Don't want to take too many. The other more ranged focused characters probably want those.
Bet this place was a riot before the heretics took over.
Lord Margrave has never cared for those he can't see. The blindness of rank.
Well, maybe come back one day. Get Jobber's leg breaking.
Looks like we're going out this side. Let's ready our little gun here.
Did the Emperor imbue our humans with souls when he made them?
Trust a priest to sweat the important stuff.
Doesn't humanity have enough to worry about without dividing itself further?
Time to find
I think they're a psychic. Well, psyker. I think them. The other one, the French sounding one. Typical. Even in the 41st millennium we can't escape the French. Ah. It is what it is. Wow, I can't even... Well, I hit him in the end with my gun. Bonk. The thing is, it would do that. This is like the size of someone's arm. This gun, you have to remember. I shouldn't even swap weapons for that. I should just bop him with it.
See how his holy light shines. This way.
Embrace this second chance. Prove thy worth.
Well, we've got open securities door. Again, just a moment to just really soak in the work the environment artists did on this. Come on, sir! Let's kill them all, sir! See, even though it only shoots one at once, each one of these shots kills like 4 or 5 people. Or is at least capable of doing so. Because, like, Jesus Christ. I mean, you'd expect to when the shotgun shells, quote unquote, the size of a bean can. God. You ready for some blood spray? Well, it won't be in 4K on YouTube, but goddamn does it look good, this.
Now there's too many.
I have only the one scar missing. Anyway, Well, one's got a few fake teeth, but it is what it is. It's not as badass as it sounds. It's from like dental work and an operation once. I should have gone with the lie then. It would have made me sound cooler.
Boy, here a hound.
Right. Where are we at here? I mean, this thing's got range, but maybe not that far. Well, we can try. It's enough to knock them down, isn't it? Now, let's get melee in. Uh-oh. Ow!
Abomination! Kill it!
What are they?
Ammo here, Salad.
I'm gonna say what's got them stuck there, like one guy. God.
Just a little further.
It's like, oh, hello there. Boom! Get a few of them grouped together for this. Oh, it works wonders. There we go.
A healing station.
Good work, lads.
Ammo! My supplies were vexingly low. So, our
I should probably use this before we pass it by.
Fill your pouches,
Because they
priest.
typically don't come back these ways. I will pick up another grenade box. Yes, the grenades that I use. Oh god. That will not get old.
Okay, let's get it done. Flush the system and drive out the demons. Get the water flowing again.
Turn on the auto cleanse system. Wow, now we can automatically purge our enemies. Warning. Big warning sign like, look out, here they come. Oh, you don't say, do you? Yeah. They're not exactly coming in groups. They're kind of just bits from all directions. Probably a melee job, this. We need to get back into squad coherence, yeah, to recover toughness and such. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Oh, it's one of these missions, is it? Bop. Get an ammo can. There we go. Right, one dead. There's 3 to go. God damn. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Right, let's get back to group. Oh. Uh-oh, tentacles. We've got to get rid of them before Animains gets in here then. Can't have the weebs get into 40k. Being their tentacles here. I joke, but I'm fairly certain that's pretty much the entirety of what, what's it, Slanesh. Yeah, that's the demon god, isn't it? I'm fairly certain that's what Slanesh is all about. That and a bit of bondage. You know, it's the uncensored anime that is the god of. Right. Where are we at? Over here. I am going clubbing. Bosh. We do need to get the hell out of there though, good god.
Need attention. Justice administered.
We really need some health or something here. Right, let's try and get a bit ranged instead of getting right in there.
Kill that carcass now.
Yeah, that'll hurt that hound, yeah. Just blast it with as much buckshot as you can fit in a bean can. I would genuinely hate to think of like the amount of buckshot that would come out of a bean can worth of buckshot. Is the amount that would come out of that if it were fired at you, like it wouldn't just hurt, would it? Oh, someone's got a Medicaid station. Hit him with the gun. Ow. Someone shot the bomb. Good lord. Now we can extract. Excellent work. I mean, I don't really do headshots, I just kind of, you know, saturate the area with this thing. Again, you just gotta love the environments, you know. Let me just duck.
Throwing grenade.
I want to say maybe if I get a moment here I can throw my grenade at one. So that was the silo cluster. Getting the water systems back on. Right. Excellent job. I do like at the end as well how it offers you to merge strike teams, so you can just go in with the same team again, which is pretty nifty. That a nice feature, lets you kind of, for people who are soloing, it lets you find a group pretty well. That, and I think you can even like join up with people in the hub and chat and stuff while you're in there. So it's a lot more sociable, this one, compared to like Vermintide.
Holes in the warband. We're losing trained veterans. And what do I get to replace them with? Dirtbag raw recruits like you. So here's a chance to impress me. You need to give us your best on every damn mission. You understand? I'll be watching you, Acolyte. What does your best look like?
It's every time I have to crouch down to a yes, sir. Ready for orders, sir. Okay, we've got level 1 trust. Access the armory exchange. It's saying we can now do. The friggin' names for the organs. Chadfrey, Tok. I think that one was Bonk or something. Or yeah, Bonk. And then there's Big Dave. Big Dave is best Dave.
I will do as you wish.
Okay, we could get a bigger, derpier shotgun. Ooh, it's tempting. Now this is something as well. These are not made equal. This shotgun, as you can see, the damage, if we put it on the compare here, actually it's comparing it with ours, but yeah, our damage is up to the other, pretty much the other side of the M in damage. That's my metric of measuring it. How far along this word is it? But it's up to here. This, it'd be nice as well if we had like a number next to these. But anyway, this is at the other side. So that's like, it's missing like this much additional damage here. So they're not made equal. That said, ours, as good as it is, does not have much stopping power. Even though when we've shot them, it's absolutely knocked them back on their backside. That is apparently with minimal stopping power. Just imagine what this is like when it's up there. But yes, reload speed. This is at the other end of the D. Ours is halfway through the A. It's significantly less. Range is about the same. Mobility, ours is less. But that's the thing. The point is that, yeah, they're randomized to a certain extent. Like, look at that one. Stopping power terrible, but look at that damage. Holy crap. So it's more than just, oh, it's this gun. No, it's got different stats. Different guns can do different things. Like we've got cleavers here. We've got one here which is very high damage. Then we've got one here that's what's it? First target. Don't know what that even means. Not certain. But anyway, so a very high damage one. Not great, but better at cleaving and stuff. Another pretty high damage one. Again, not as much cleave damage. And then we've got these ones here that are like a club here. That is, again, high damage. Finesse is non-existent, whatever that means. I did not expect any kind of finesse from an Ogrin. Those two things don't exist in the same sentence. Right.
I hope I served you well.
But that's that. So we've unlocked the ability to basically purchase better guns from there if we want. Do I have much money anyway? 4.5k. We did get a bit of pay. We did get a fair payment from that mission. Now, before we get started again though, I think we are probably going to do it as a mission per episode because the mission's about half an hour long, which is a nice little succinct length for YouTube, and if they overrun a bit it still won't be too lengthy, and it also keeps the upload times low on my end for these because God knows that uploading something with maxed out ray tracing and maxed out volumetric lighting effects and all this stuff, yeah, the file sizes are larger and will get larger as the missions have more enemies. But thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of Big Dave here and the Darktide pre-order beta, I say pre-order beta again. The progress on this is supposedly going to carry on. So we're probably gonna just keep. I mean, it's basically, it might as well be the release. It's like a pre-release, really, more than anything else, because progress is, barring any kind of sudden massive changes they need to do that will affect save data, then progression should carry over. So Big Dave will be in the full game, so it's more or less the full game. And you know that, I think at the moment it's only a small sub-selection of the missions that are available, but they're expanding it each week of this beta until the full release, at which point they'll then unlock the final sort of chapter of the game, and that's when that's when it'll be, like I said, hit millions. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. But more Big Dave next time. I think we'll probably try another tier 2 mission. It might be worth, honestly. Let's see, what could we do? What could we do? I mean, there's one here. We could go for fewer hordes again and go for a tier 2. And the primary objective's an assassination, so that's going to be a boss fight. And apparently there's a train involved. I'd like to see a, you know, ray traced 40k styled train. That'd be pretty nifty. Anyway, more of that next time. Thank you very much, and I'll see you then.